Good evening, San Bernardino. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We will give it a quick minute and then we will jump into our agenda review for this week. So I hope everything is going swimmingly for you, that you're having a good time right now. And I know there's a lot going on, so we will keep everybody engaged and educated and empowered to see what's happening in our city this coming up week. So let's go ahead and let's look at the agenda. Okay. So I'm going to see how this works. We're going to try a little different setup, but hopefully you guys can see what I'm looking at. And okay, so we have a meeting coming up this Wednesday, February 5th. So closed session is starting at 3:30 p.m. and open session is starting at 5 p.m. And that is going to be held at the Feldham Library, which is located on E Street and 6th. So here we go. Okay. You can also come and request to speak, don't forget. So, hi Tim, hi Barbara. All right. So, closed session at 3:30. You can come and give a public comment. Remember, public comments are only on items for closed session. So, we have a legal conference going on with existing litigation for Cesar McCarran and Platinum Security, as well as Maria Segura. So remember, if you ever want to get additional information on any of those cases, you can always go and look them up. That's what the CIVSB number is. And that's where all of the backup material is. Hi, Mike. So the next thing that we will have is our discussion. So as you guys know, we are as a elective body looking at creating criteria and timing and goal setting and other preliminary matters when we're looking at the city attorney and the city clerk and the city manager. And so remember, this is not to remove anybody. This is just for us to really start working together as a team and identify what the goals are and how we want to work with these different appointed offices. So that's all item B is. And then conference with labor negotiations. As you guys know, it is our time to negotiate, and so we will be discussing those steps. And that's kind of what closed session is. Not very super exciting, just same old, same old. So then at 5 p.m., we have our invocation and Pledge of Allegiance. They'll report if there's anything coming out of closed session, and then you guys will be able to give your public comments for items that are on the agenda or not on the agenda, and the city manager will provide an update. Then we're going to have a presentation, and so this will be a proclamation for Black History Month in the city because this is February. And then we will have the appointments of, I'm so excited, my commissioners in the 7th Ward. I am really, really proud of the people that have really just volunteered their time to come and represent the city. This is really important to me, and especially making sure that I have people that are extremely qualified in what they do so that they can best serve. And remember that these commissions and boards are advisory and recommending bodies. So they go to these meetings and they listen to information come from the city, and then they provide us information back or, they move things forward. But it's just, it's really awesome to have just such a great collective. I really, really am excited. And remember, we're moving the meetings to 6:30 to accommodate everybody's schedule. So even if you're not on a commission, but this is something that you're interested in, you're going to have more availability to attend the meetings because they're going to be at a time where you can get off work and come and show up. Arts and historical, park and rec, the Public Safety Commission. So, and I know some of you like are seeing these are people that we know that are out and about and speaking up. So I'm really happy about this. So hi Eloisa, hi Rob. So that'll be what comes up. And then we have our consent calendar items. So remember, these are items that don't necessarily have any discussion to them, but they will, so we just vote. So what we have on number 12 is the ratification of a lease with the mobile modular for 2 modular buildings at the shelter. And so what they're doing is they're extending the use for the 2 modulars at the rental cost of, roughly about $4,000 per month. So, and that's within the budget. Hi, Sophia. Thank you for joining. Then number 13 is the shelter has received another grant for the amount of $8,650 from UC Davis for volunteer and foster care supplies. So what this really helps, and this is what I appreciate about the grant funding, and so does the director, is that it helps take and alleviate any strain on the general budget for just general day-to-day expenses. So that's going to come through. And then there is an award for professional service agreement with Miller, Cespedes and Associates in the amount not to exceed $125,000 for the state legislative advocacy service. So if you guys remember, we have a state lobbyist as well as a federal lobbyist that help, basically stay in the capitals and work with the legislators and all of the above to make sure that the city of San Bernardino is at the table and represented wherever funds are coming or bills are being passed. And so this is extremely important that we do this and not just have it, but make sure that it's extremely effective for us and that we're paying people that really can produce results. Because as I've learned very quickly, if you are not at the table, you are on the menu. And so this is what this is about. Then we have a memorandum of understanding regarding land designation. And this is also known as Palm Field and the Antill plant site. So that's in Ward 1. And so this is basically, we're purchasing from the water department, which was approved by council with the ARPA funding that we had. And so, and it was about like roughly 2.6 million for, this is for the Hope campus for the homeless shelter. So we are moving things forward and just, I know, I'm gonna say right now, I know the frustration that we're having with all of the homelessness and it feels very stagnant. I will be hosting a community meeting at some point that we can really dive into this, but the wheels that we have underneath us are moving. It's just making sure that we're in compliance with how we remove the homeless and that we are also in compliance with how we plan to shelter them. So that is number 15 is really just showing you again that we are continuing on that path to make sure that we said we're going to do what we're going to do with the money. Okay, so number 16 is purchasing card report. So this is if you look at everything that people have purchased and we're reporting out. So I think the city finance director had mentioned this in the last meeting that this is just where we go as far as we're auditing and approving purchases. And then number 17, we are amending consulting a professional agreement in the amount of $48,548 to expand the scope and add alternative along the North Little League Drive in Beaumont and Myers Road in the focus drainage study. So this is, a part of the planned storm drains, which is extremely important. And then when stuff comes downhill, the mud, the rain, it's really, especially in that area, very, very important. So that is what number 17 is about. And you guys, this is a pretty light agenda, so you're gonna get to go home early tonight. But number 18 is approved stop sign installations at various locations under the existing contract with CalStripe. So here we go. Are we ready? We are going to have, and I am so excited about this. We are going to install stop signs at Hill Drive and Mountain Drive in the 4th Ward, Holly Vista Boulevard and Geraldine Drive in the 7th Ward, Holly Vista Boulevard and Cajon Drive in the 7th Ward, Holly Vista Drive and Garden Drive in the 7th, Esperanza Street and K Street in the 3rd, Mountain View and 33rd Street, and Mountain View and 36th Street. So greatly needed. 40th Street and Golden Avenue, very much needed up there. 46th Street and Genevieve, Rialto Avenue and J Street in the 1st and 3rd, which is very important, and Valencia Avenue in Marshall, very important. So I know these have been coming for a while, and this is great. Safety is so important, especially when there are a lot of crashes, and even more so, I know we talk a lot about the speed of the cars driving around here. So right now, remember that the city is evaluating speed limits, and we are working to adjust. I think that the law allows for allocations about 5 miles per hour. So I know, especially on my street, it is ridiculous how fast cars drive in a residential area. And it would be great if we could put speed bumps everywhere, but we can't. But what we can do is mitigate with stop signs. We can make sure that they are lit up and that we are doing as much as we can to one, patrol and to mitigate. So that's what number 18 is for you. And then number 19, award the construction agreement for improvements to Reuben Compost Community Center to Perfection Painting Corp. In the amount of $327,100. This is in the 1st Ward. So this also improves HVAC upgrades, restroom fixtures, gym flooring, and ADA compliant doors and pathways. So this is going to be really good for all of the, people in the neighborhood and everyone. This is, and remember, I know too, people are, especially the community, is saying, hey, if we're going to do this, we need to make sure that the homeless don't wreck it. I absolutely understand. Everything that we're investing in also has to come with the city addressing homelessness at the same time. It makes no sense to try to put in improvements in place, but not put the infrastructure in place to keep people from occupying it, or or other people trying to ruin it. So I absolutely hear that when you say that, and I agree with you 100%. So know that I'm right there. And then number 20, which is award professional service agreement for Safe Streets and Roads for All for baseline street study analysis to KOA Corporation for the total project budget of $301,000. So this is going to cover the spans of wards 1, 2, 6, and 7. And we're going to authorize for the street study analysis. The contract includes $105,700 for community engagement, $174,000 for all other tasks, totaling $280,500. And then we also have implemented like a safety improvement project along Baseline Street and upgraded traffic signals and advanced dilemma zones technology. So this is really good. It's kind of, again, as we start making the type of investments into keeping it safe for pedestrians, keeping it safe for kids, making sure that the signals are where we have high collision areas. So it's going to be, I think, beneficial to the community. Okay. Hi, Donna. Thank you for joining. Okay, and then you guys, I kid you not, we will only have one more item discussion 22. So this is something that we will talk about. It's authorization to initiate reorganization proceedings with the city of Highland for a point, so almost a half an acre parcel located at the southwest corner of Victoria and Fifth Street. And this is a request to initiate our proceedings. And there's a map area. It's kind of like, we have like the space and what we're going to do with it. So we'll be talking about that. So if anything here was super exciting for you, it looks like this is going to be a rather quick meeting. We'll do mayor and city council updates, reports on conferences and meetings, which I actually went to, so I'm very excited. I will not ruin my wonderful spiel for you right now. But I did attend a conference and it was very, very informative. There really is so much to being a council person, which I knew, but I want to make sure that you understand our roles and responsibilities because there is a lot. So, all right, you guys. Thank you, Donna, Sophia, Barbara, Rob, Eloisa, Mike, Barb, and Tim. Thank you guys for being here. Please share this. This is what I'm here for. And again, congratulations to the commissioners. I can't wait to see you tomorrow night. And I am so very thankful for you. And I'm thankful to all of you in the community who continue to reach out, ask questions that I can help do as much as I can in my capacity as a council person and continue to bring awareness to things. So I will see you all, I guess, tomorrow. I hope that you can be at the meeting. So, okay, San Bernardino, you guys have a great night.